Conservatives have this really fucked up way of viewing war and the death that results from war in a way that just reeks of insincerity. Conservatives will say war is hell, but they're not anti-war. They won't support a man who tries to avoid war at all costs. They'll call him a coward for valuing his life and safety as much as women are allowed to value theirs. They'll say war is hell, and in this same breath insist that burning in hell is every man's duty. When conservatives say war is hell, it's not meant to be a condemnation of war. It's meant to be mildly begrudging. It's spoken with the same passive acceptance as the phrase, "I hate Mondays."
The cold reality is, week's gotta start somewhere, and even your most unlikable coworker has a right to complain about it and get sympathy. The conservative thinks about people dying of preventable illnesses, school shootings, and back alley abortions
And war.
the way you think about Mondays.
When I think of mourning war casualties, I see it as mourning the fact that they never should have been casualties. They never should have been to war. They never should have had their lives cut short in the first place. They should be here, and they're not, and that's the tragedy we're mourning. But conservatives don't see it like that. For them, acting all solemn and somber in remembrance of the fallen is just part of the routine of war. War is routine for them, and peacetime is just halftime. I firmly maintain that conservatism is just fascism in its larval form. The way conservatives view war lines up perfectly with several of Umberto Eco's 14 tenets of fascism. Tenet number 9. For fascism, there is no struggle for life, but rather, life is lived for struggle. Thus, pacifism is trafficking with the enemy. It is bad because life is permanent warfare. Tenet number 11. In such a perspective, everyone is educated to become a hero. In every mythology, the hero is an exceptional being, but in fascist ideology, heroism is the norm. The cult of heroism is strictly linked with the cult of death. The fascist hero craves heroic death, advertised as the best reward for a heroic life. The fascist hero is impatient to die. In his impatience, he more frequently sends other people to death. Tenet number 12. Since both permanent war and heroism are difficult games to play, the fascist transfers his will to power to sexual matters. This is the origin of machismo, which implies both disdain for women and intolerance and condemnation of non-standard sexual habits, from chastity to homosexuality. Since even sex is a difficult game to play, the fascist hero tends to play with weapons. Doing so becomes an ersatz phallic exercise. I probably should say something to close out the video, but writing outros is a weak point for me. I guess just fuck conservatives. Just know that as long as conservatives exist, you have nothing to be self-conscious about, because if you're not a conservative, you're better than conservatives.